Hello Libra, welcome to Essence Reflections Tarot. My name is Krista. This is your reading for the week of May 13th to 19th, 2019. If you're new to my channel, you can check out my introduction video where I talk about my approach to reading cards, or you can stay here with me and I will demonstrate how I read cards, my approach. Okay, let's dive in for Libra. And the first card we have here, and this will be the card talking about your physical realm, is the Magician in reverse. And the second card talking about your emotional realm is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And where you're at mentally, we have the Queen of Wands. And spiritually, we have the Four of Wands. So, it looks like here, in terms of physically, you're working on manifesting. And I don't always like to use the word manifesting because I think it's overused. But you're working on bringing something that's within you out of you into something maybe that you've been wanting to do for a while, or thinking of, or felt led to do, have, you know, large emotions about, and now it's time to bring it into being and to actually act it out and do it. It's one of those get off the pot moments for Libra. And this is a major shift. This is where the big things are happening for you right now, is learning how to make what has been intangible tangible for you, and how to do that in a way that's not bypassy or floofy-loofy. It's actually concrete and real. It's a new way of approaching things. It's a new way of working with your emotions. And both of these cards, the Eight of Pentacles and the Magician, are in reverse. And that tells me that it's a new way of learning to work with what you're working with, and taking your emotions from the feeling stage to acting on them and bringing something real and tangible out of them. It's definitely a place of being an apprentice. You have done the learning, you have the theoretical knowledge and all of that behind you, but now you're putting it into practice, and you're doing the practice in order to make it actually come out the way that is representative of how it is within you. You can see the repetition that this person is having to do in order to continue working on their passions. And mentally, that's where your headspace has been, with your passion. And really, you've mastered that mentally. There are experiential things left to learn, but as far as the theory goes, you've got it down. You know yourself, you know the theory, and you know how they interplay with each other, and now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. And it is going to reap rewards. It already is, because it already feels like home for you. It already feels like a welcoming, and there's a stability to it that hasn't been there before, even though it's topsy-turvy and like this in reality, in your physical reality. It's already like this in for you spiritually. So it's already here. It's just a matter of continuing to plod, 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 and do the things that don't feel so glamorous and don't feel so like it's getting you anywhere quickly, but it still is. All of it matters. Each step is important. So the encouragement here is to continue at the plodding. I wish I had something more glamorous for you this week, Libra, but that's where it's at. And it really is a beautiful reading. There's a lot of mental and spiritual stability here. A lot of being confident and knowing who you are and knowing what you want. Those things you have. So you may tend to feel like you're off kilter when you know it but you don't actually have it. But that's not a sign of being off kilter. That's a sign of being in the process. And we tend to live in a world now where things happen very quickly, and we have forgotten how to allow things to unfold in their own time, and to trust that even if it's taking time, doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's still happening. It's just not poof, like magic happening. So, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that it resonated for you. If it did, let me know in the comments below. If it didn't, that's okay. It's a general reading. They can't resonate for everybody. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can go to the link to my website, which is in the description box down below. And I look forward to hearing from you. And I hope that you have a great week and keep plugging.